So hello guys, with the name of God, Ram Ram. Life is just enjoyment. It totally depends on the way you see it. Okay. So we have to solve this Q4 problem. Now, before we solve the problem, now always you need to know the history, past history about the problem. So this problem is not an
Hi everyone, this is Yashasvi. I am a third year college student and I recently cracked Google internship. I did a step internship in this summer, which is 2025, but I got a PPI and I'll be returning again in 2026 as a SWE intern at Google.
original problem, by the way. There are some roots of this problem from the past. So let's give the credits to the people who did, to the people and to the organizations who made the problem. Intuit online assessment happened 5 years ago, and they had asked a very similar question. Okay, in their question also they wanted the ratio. They wanted you to find the good subarrays such that the ratio of x by y is equal to a by b. In their question, they wanted the ratio to be equal. This could easily be solved using hashing, prefix, suffix, and some mathematics. In today's question, the only thing which makes this problem hard is that they want x by y less than equal to a by b. This makes things difficult. So yeah, at least 50% credit goes to Intuit online assessment. Okay, Intuit online assessment, yeah, it is available in our 851 hour structured course. Now, 2 days back, I taught the solution of Google OA on our YouTube channel. Okay, whatever concept I'm using in that question, same concept is to be applied in this question. Can you see in this question they want a valid subarray will have what, x by y less than equal to a by b, right? If I show you that Google OA problem, you will see that it has a very similar equation. If I open this for you, can you see the equation is totally similar here? Find the number of valid pairs such that ai minus aj plus c less than equal to bi minus bj plus d. So if someone knows this thing and someone knows the solution to both the problems, then they also know the solution to this problem. So guys, everyone react with emojis if all the history is clear. If you combine those two questions, this new question gets formed, which is which was asked in today morning in Leetcode. Clear? So let's directly start with the procedure. So they are saying that, you want, okay, you want to know how many good subarrays are there. Guys, we can easily solve the second question, right? We have the brute force solution, right? So yeah, let's discuss what would be the brute force. See, I don't like to do time pass with brute force, but let's do it. And yeah, if you're watching this video, you should have done the hashing, prefix, suffix part of our prerequisite course. This document will be available to you people, okay? If you're watching it on YouTube, then it would be available in the description or comments. And if you are my student, you always have it in the Google chat. Now listen. So guys, let's directly go through to the solution. So the brute force solution, you can solve it in O of n square time, right? Run two nested for loop. How do you know if the subarray is good or bad? So like, let's take an example. 1 2 1 2. Okay, let's take an example. And 1 2 1 2, we will take, guys, one based indexing. Okay, there are many good subarrays, but let's take any subarray which is given here. Let's take okay, you want the ratio to be less than equal to 3 by 2. Okay, let's take this subarray. Is this subarray good or bad? What is the x value of this subarray? What is the y value? X means how many even elements are there in this subarray and how many odd elements are there. So guys, for this subarray, please write in the Google chat what is the value of x and what is the value of y. X is nothing but even, guys, right? Yeah. I know the answer now. Let's see what Kumar ke students write. So guys, what is the value of x and what is the value of y for this subarray? 1 2 1. How many even guys are there? One even guy. And how many odd elements are there? Two odd elements. One is odd element, right? 1 by 2. Okay, clear? Now guys, can you tell me how will you check if this ratio is good or not? If 1 by 2 is less than equal to a by b, then this subarray is called as a good subarray. We have to count the total number of good subarrays. What is a by b? A by b is 3 by 2. Now guys, you only tell me yes or no. Is 1 by 2 less than equal to 3 by 2? Common sense. Is 1 by 2 less than, guys, what do you think about it? Yeah. So guys, in the brute force solution also, you have to be very careful. People have failed the brute force solution. There people who wrote code by themselves, उनका brute force भी fail हो गया. Okay, because there is if you write the exact condition like that, तो fail हो जाएगा. Okay, clear? So guys, even brute force solution can fail. Why? I will tell you. First of all, guys, do you know how to iterate all the subarrays? I am damn sure you know how to do that. Like how to iterate all the subarrays. Just enjoy and don't overthink. That's how you iterate all the subarrays. So Like you know that, right? If this is an array, this is 1, this is n. So you want to consider all the subarrays from I to j, okay? Where I can be anything from 1 to n and j can be anything from 1 to n, and I will always be less than equal to j. So how do you write the code for it? For loop I starts at 1, it goes till n like this, and you enjoy it. I am also enjoying it. Wow, great. Then j starts at I plus 1 and goes till n like this. Now, how will you know how many odd elements are there or even elements are there? Very easy. I will just write here that at the initialization after the first loop, I will write x as 0, y as 0. Now, here in this part, what I will write? I will write if aj mod 2 is equal to 0, it means it's an even element, x plus plus. Else, if it is not even, then what it is? Y plus plus. Then what condition I will write? If x by y, currently x by y is nothing but the count of x and count of y from the subarray from I to j, because j started from I plus 1 and j is going ahead. Okay, sorry, j does not start at I plus 1, j starts at I only. Okay, so if x by y is less than equal to a by b, then what you will do? Count plus plus. So two nested for loops, this is the code in that. So n square, right? And you will print what? You will print count in the end. So everyone react with emojis if they understand this solution. You must be knowing now how to iterate all the subarrays using two for loops. And when you are iterating the subarray, smartly update x and y for that particular subarray. Basically, first you are iterating all the subarrays which start at index 1. Then you iterate all the subarrays which start at index 2 and so on. Clear? Now, guys, can anyone tell me why this O of n square solution will fail? I'm not talking about the time complexity. You know that the second question has smaller constraints. If you write this code, it will fail there also. Can anyone tell me only one line reason why it will fail? Because you have to be careful now, so I need to cover this part. Guys, why will it fail? Why will the n squared solution fail? I want another reason apart from time complexity. Zero division, but guys, you can never write like this in your code. In C++, Java, Python, you cannot write x by y less than equal to a by b. This will not calculate x by y properly. It will not give you decimal values if these are integers. If you try to write 3 by 2, the output will be 1. Whereas the actual output should be 1.5. So you will always do cross multiplication, bro. Rather than checking this, what you will check? If cross multiply, if x into b is less than equal to a into y. And I know the question is saying that y should be greater than 0. No need to worry. Why? A is a positive number. If you multiply it with 0, this will be 0. And x into b can never be less than equal to 0. Why? B is a positive number. Let's say x is also positive number. Then it will not be less than 0. But yeah, if x is 0, तो क्या हो जाएगा? If x is 0, only then this equation can become 0. But at that same time, y also we need to see only if x is 0 and y is 0, only then this equation can have 0 on both the sides, 0 less than equal to 0. But this can never happen. तुम दुनिया का कोई भी सब एरे उठा लो, उसका x और y दोनों 0 हो ही नहीं सकता. So don't need to check whether y is 0 or not. If you analyze mathematically, you come to know that you never need to check whether y is greater than 0 or not. You don't need to check. वो तुमको डराने के लिए लिखा हुआ था, ठीक है? So that तुम सोचो इसको भी चेक करना पड़ेगा and all. And then efficient solution में दिक्कत आ जाएगी क्योंकि you cannot check it there. So guys, you will write this condition if x into b less than equal to a into y, because multiplication of integers will never go wrong in any programming language compiler. Clear? तुम चाहो तो लॉन्ग डबल वगैरह यूज कर सकते हो, बट क्यों लोचे लेने हैं भाई? पॉइंट में कुछ उल्टा फुल्टा हो गया तो 22/7 5 वैल्यू को कंपेयर करने चले गए तो इतना रिस्क नहीं लेने का, क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करने का. क्लियर? एंड देन यू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम. ओके, everyone react with emojis if all this is clear to them, guys. So guys, thank you, we all have all solved the problem. Now we close the session. Okay, so everyone tell me in Google chat, why can we not close the session if problem is solved? Problem is solved, right? You write like this and this. Now let me go to sleep. Why I cannot go to sleep? What is the problem? Tell me. हो गया ना? Okay, तुम लोग को TLE लिखना था सर. This will give TLE. Okay, yeah. So TLE क्यों हो गया? n square है ना? But you see here n is what, you know, here the n is 10 raised to 5. So 10 raised to 5 into 10 raised to 5 is 10 raised to 10. Okay, clear? And our algorithm should never have more than 10 raised to 8 operations if you want it to run in 1 second, generally speaking, in competitive programming and contests. So, okay, we will optimize it. So, guys, there is a trick. We have to learn how to write the equation. I have already written the equation, by the way, in my book. So, uh, let's try to enjoy and let's try to see what can happen. Okay. So, equation. Guys, we will create two arrays. Now, why am I creating these two arrays? मुझे मत पूछना. इसलिए create कर रहे हैं क्योंकि करना पड़ता है ये चीज को. इसके लिए थोड़ा hashing prefix suffix course करना पड़ेगा. So, you will just create two arrays so you can represent the equation in a nice way. So, what will you do? You will create the array PO of I will tell you count of odd elements from index 1 to I. Guys, this you can calculate very easily. Just travel from 1 to I. Just keep on traveling from left to right. If the number is odd, then do count plus plus and PO of I is the count. Okay, this much you can do. I leave it up to you. PO of I is nothing but count of odd elements. Count of odd elements from 1 to I. PE of I will be what? Count of even elements from index 1 to I. So guys, do you know how to write a single for loop and calculate both these values? It's very easy, by the way. Some people might not be knowing, so I'm showing them. We will assume one based indexing I going from 1 to n. Okay. Uh, let's write C1 as 0 and C0 as 0. Okay. If AI is odd, what will you do? If AI is odd, you will do C1 plus plus. Else, you will do C0 plus plus. So C0 holds the count of even numbers from index 1 to I, and C1 holds the count of odd numbers from index 1 to I. So what will I do after writing this if condition? PO of I is nothing but CO. CO tells you how many odd elements are there from 1 to I. PE of I is, guys, I'm opening the Google chat. Please tell me PE of I will be what in this code if I have to calculate the number of even numbers from index 1 to I. अच्छा सॉरी पहली बात तो पीओ ऑफ आई विल बी सी वन. हाँ सॉरी सॉरी सॉरी. अरे C1 ऑड नंबर्स बताता है ना, तो PO of I is C1. What will be PE of I? Write the answer in the Google chat. PE of I will be what, guys? Number of even C0. Okay. Good. Seems like you guys understand. Good. So guys, now I'm not showing it by writing the exact code on the compiler. This much you can understand. You are not small babies, so I have full hopes from you. Okay. So guys, now we assume that we have calculated these arrays. Okay. POI, PEI have been pre-calculated. Okay. These arrays have been pre-calculated. Now let's see at the final equation which we arrive at. इतनी बारिश हो रही है मुंबई में. Anyways, now listen. So guys, I have taught this many times in the hashing prefix suffix course, that whenever a question like this is coming, what will you do? You will just think about a subarray and try to see what happens if things are ending at index j, or just try to write a mathematical equation for the subarray from I to j. So guys, obviously we start everything with the name of God program. In the middle also, in the end also. So now listen. If this is the array given to you, okay? This is index 1, this is index n. Let's say this is the subarray under consideration from I to j. So guys, can anyone tell me what, if I to j subarray is good, if the subarray from I to j is good, then what is the equation? Whatever is the x of this, x by y is less than equal to a by b, okay? So guys, x by y for this subarray should be less than equal to a by b, right? But what is x? Number of even elements from I to j. What is the number of even elements from I to j? It is PEJ minus PEI minus 1. What is PEJ? Number of even elements from 1 to j. This blue color part is PEJ. What is PEI minus 1? The number of even elements from 1 to I minus 1. If you subtract the red part from the blue part, you will get the number of even elements in the green part, which is the subarray from I to j. So x is nothing but PEJ minus PEI minus 1. So I have replaced x with PEJ minus PEI minus 1. what will be y? How can you represent y with the help of PO array? Count of odd elements from I to j. I'm opening the Google chat, you guys. I know my students are having, on an average, very high IQ, so they will tell me clearly. Guys, what will be the denominator y value of the equation? You guys can write PO j minus. Yes, 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 yeah. Congratulations emojis, guys, for Yash and Upinder. Okay. Now, POJ, POK नहीं बोल रहे, POJ बोल रहे. POJ minus POI minus 1. This thing should be less than equal to what, guys? This thing should be less than equal to A by B. Guys, can anyone tell me in 2 words what will we do to solve this equation? What will be the next step? PEJ minus PEI minus 1 less than equal to A by B. Yeah, denominator POJ minus POI minus 1 less than equal to A by B. So what will we do? Cross multiplication, right? So guys, start doing cross multiplication with me and tell me how does it look like after cross multiplication. B will get multiplied with this, A will get multiplied with this. So yeah, I know it is long, but Alicia long, retard maxing. PEJ into B. अब सोच रहे होंगे कि मैं डीएसए पढ़ने आया था, ये मुझे 11th स्टैंडर्ड का जेई मेंस क्यों याद दिला रहे हो सर? क्या कर सकते हैं, करना पड़ता है बेटा. PEI minus 1 into B less than equal to POJ into A minus POI minus 1 into A. That's it. But guys, I have taught one thing in the hashing prefix suffix course. Whenever you see a mathematical equation with I and J, guys, what should you do in the next step? All the I should be at one place and the J should be at other place so that you can make a relation between I and J. So we will try to put all the I's at one place and all the J's at same place. Okay. So let's put all the I on the left. This will go on the left, POI minus 1. So POI minus 1 A minus PE I minus 1 into B. Okay. This thing should be less than equal to POJ into A. Can you see how symmetrical the equation is? Everyone write symmetrical, symmetrical, symmetrical if you understand what I'm saying. PEJ into B. Symmetrical means the left hand side and the right hand side are very similar. I to J is a valid subarray if at index I minus 1 if you multiply PO with A and PE with B. It just needs to be less than equal to whatever the J guy is, POJ into A, PEJ into B. Here also POA, PEB. Here also POA, PEB. Only the index I and J is different. So you can do something now. Okay. Everyone write great, great, great. If you understand that because this equation is symmetrical, now you can apply hash map. Okay. Like if the equation was exactly equal rather than less than equal, then hash map would directly solve it. Anyways, now you need to feel what is happening. Okay. For any index J, what will you do? For each index J, what will you do? You will try to find the count of valid I such that I to J is a good subarray. And how will that happen? When you are standing at index J, guys, when you are standing at index J, what are you supposed to do? The RHS value is what when you are standing at index J? You can just relax. When I'm standing at J, what is the value which I need to calculate here? I need to calculate this thing. POJ into A, P minus PEJ into B. You can calculate this immediately in one time. POJ into A minus PEJ into B. Why can this be calculated immediately? Arey, because you already know POJ, PEJ has been pre-calculated. You know A and B also. So RHS is POJ into A minus PEJ into B. Okay. LHS भी कुछ होगा. We want LHS to be less than equal to RHS. Okay, so LHS भी लंबा चौड़ा है. Let's say this is index. There are many indices here. Okay, index 1. I'm not showing all of them. Let's say this is index I1 and this is index I5. If you know the LHS value for this index also, LHS1, and if you know the LHS value of this index also, LHS2, then you can see now, are these guys smaller than equal to my current value or not? Let's call this as, this is RHS. Whichever guys in this range have their LHS values less than equal to my current RHS, they all will be, if this LHS1 is less than equal to RHS, then this subarray is a good subarray. If this LHS2 is less than equal to RHS, then this subarray is also a good subarray. How to calculate LHS? Not a big deal, guys. How will you calculate LHS for index I1? Very simple, same formula. PO into A minus PE into B. Instead of I1 index, you will write I1 minus 1 here. And here also I1 minus 1. And same for here, I5 minus 1. Because the formula for each index, LHS value is very simple. Clear? Everyone write yes sir, yes sir, yes sir if you understand these things. That at each index j you calculate RHS. Now you are just trying to find out how many LHS on the left hand side are less than equal to us. Whichever LHS are less than equal to us, they all are good subarrays ending at index j. And you will do this algorithm for each index j. But now, how to do it efficiently? So guys, this problem can only be easily solved in C++. The Java Python solution I'm not discussing today. Okay, that's why I say that if you are going to give online assessment of very high paying company or you are preparing for CPN contest, please use C++ only. Okay, so guys, there is a concept called as advanced sorted multisets. They are also called as PBDS. So guys, everyone write PBDS, PBDS, PBDS in the Google chat and then I will start teaching you guys what is PBDS. और आज से आप लोग ये बिल्कुल नहीं भूलेंगे, मरते दम तक याद रखना है. जब भी इस क्वेश्चन को आ जाए तो C++ में कोड लिख लेना. C++ का बेसिक सिंटेक्स याद रखना या फिर जो करना है करना, पर पता होना चाहिए. If you don't use PBDS guys, then the solution will involve segment tree plus coordinate compression. और इतना करने में आपका बुढ़ापा आ जाएगा, 100 साल लग जाएंगे, डेथ हो जाएगी, क्वेश्चन सॉल्व नहीं होगा. ये पूरा 3-4 घंटे थोड़ी ना दिया है कि सेगमेंट ट्री कोऑर्डिनेट कंप्रेशन करे बंदा. ठीक है, वैसे कर सकता है, टेम्पलेट तैयार है तो, बट I hope you understand that is a complicated way of doing. You can use segment tree here, you can use PBD, you can use coordinate compression here, but there are many things which are stopping you. First of all, तुमको segment tree coordinate compression आना चाहिए. उसके बाद तुमको उसका टेम्पलेट रेडी होना चाहिए. ये सब करने के बाद भी कोड इतना बड़ा लंबा चौड़ा होगा कि उस कोड को जब मेन कोड में घुसाओगे, लीड कोड में, तो एरर आ सकता है. तो इतनी सारी दिक्कतों के चलते PBDS यूज करना सही रहेगा. ये 3 लाइन में कोड हो जाएगा. क्लियर? ओके, everyone react with emojis if you understand why are we using PBDS. Clear now in your mind? Okay, so guys, PBDS is nothing but a magical sorted set. So guys, I will show you how does it work. Okay, I am not going to show you how does it work, I will just tell you what does it do. So guys, let's say this is a set. It will keep all the elements in a sorted order, 2 3 4 5. I can do an insert query on this set. If I insert, let's say 2, then how will the sorted set look like? 2 will not go at the end. No, not after 5. It will automatically go in the sorted position where it should go. 2 2 3 4 5 like this. Guys, if in this sorted set I try to insert 4, how will my final sorted set look like? I want all the people in the meeting to write the answer in the Google chat. If my current sorted set is 2 2 3 4 5, if I try to insert 4, how will my advanced PBDS look like if I insert 4 into it? आप बस अज्यूम करो कि भगवान ने हमको ये कैपेबिलिटीज दी हुई है कि हम PBDS को डिक्लेयर करें और उसमें कोई भी एलिमेंट्स को घुसाए. घुसाने के बाद वो सॉर्टेड ही रहता है. इट विल बी 2 2 3 4 4 5. Great job. Love you all. Okay, great, really great. Okay, all this is nice. All this is like great. Okay, fine, good. But guys, we have one more functionality. This can be answered in log n time if size of the set is n. Okay, in n time you can insert something or delete something. But guys, we have one more capability. We can also query. You can also run a function which will tell you how many elements are less than equal to k. there is a function which you can implement how many elements are less than equal to k in this sorted set, and it will answer this in log n time, not linear time. So guys, if I run the function count 4, what will be the answer on this sorted set? 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count 4 means it will tell you how many elements are less than equal to 4 in this sorted set. So guys, how many elements are less than equal to 4? Only 4. No, I'm not even talking about lower bound, upper bound. वो चीजें भी अवेलेबल है, बट जो फिलहाल क्वेश्चन में चाहिए वो दिखा रहा हूँ. काउंट 4 क्या बताएगा कि इसमें कितने एलिमेंट्स हैं जो 4 या 4 से छोटे हैं? आंसर विल बी 4. So guys, PBDS has many functionalities. I have only showed you 2 functionalities for this video. What you can do? You can insert any element s dot insert y, and it will make sure that it gets inserted in such a fashion such that the full list set remains sorted, and multiple elements equal are allowed. Okay, multiple equal elements are allowed. Second functionality is you can count how many elements are less than equal to k. Insertion can be done in log n time. You can count how many elements are less than k equal to k in the sorted set in log n time. Everyone write yes sir if they understand कि PBDS ये दो भारी भारी चीजें कर सकता है जो जावा सी प्लस पाइथन में अवेलेबल ही नहीं है. रो के मर जाओगे तो भी नहीं मिलेगा. अभी मैं तुमको क्यों बता रहा हूँ रो के मर जाओगे तो भी नहीं मिलेगा? जब मैं तुम्हारी उम्र का था और 1-2 साल पहले भी मैंने 3-3 दिन रिसर्च किया था. 3 दिन मैंने पूरा नेट पे रिसर्च किया. एआई को 10 बार बोला कि कुछ भी कर दो, कुछ भी कोड में गोलमाल कर दो और जावा पाइथन में PBDS का इफेक्ट ला दो. नहीं कर पाए वो लोग. एक सोल्यूशन तो भी मेरे पास आया था. पाइथन का कोई 500 लाइन का कोड था. वो मुझे बोल रहे थे कि वो PBDS जैसे इफेक्ट दे सकता है, बट उसका अभी टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी एकदम भयंकर बोल रहा था, n⁻⁴. फिर मैंने हाथ जोड़ के बोला आप रहने दीजिए, पाइथन वाले अपना जिंदगी का देख लेंगे. मैं और स्ट्रेस डिप्रेशन नहीं ले सकता पाइथन वालों के लिए. मैं सोच रहा था क्या पता पाइथन वालों के लिए भी PBDS आ जाए तो मैं कोड डाल दूंगा कोर्स में. आई लॉस्ट बैडली. ठीक है, पर भैया वी डू हैव O of n⁻⁴ का कोड फॉर PBDS इन पाइथन. ओके, मिल जाएगा इफ यू गो टू द सॉर्टेड सेट कोर्स. एनीवेज, नाउ बाइसेक्ट मॉड्यूल भी काम नहीं करता निशांत जी. बाइसेक्ट मॉड्यूल कैन ओनली गिव यू अ नॉर्मल सॉर्टेड मल्टीसेट. वो ये नहीं बता देगा लॉग एन टाइम में कि हाउ मेनी एलिमेंट्स आर लेस देन इक्वल टू के. अपर बाउंड दे देगा, लोअर बाउंड दे देगा, चलो इंसर्शन दे देगा, डिलीशन कर देगा, बट इतना भारी फंक्शन नहीं दैट टेल मी द रैंक ऑफ द एलिमेंट और टेल मी हाउ मेनी एलिमेंट्स आर लेस देन इक्वल टू के. Python is good for DSA or not? No, Prasad Agalave. N minus upper bound. Let me think. अरे बेटा, अपर बाउंड हमको इंडेक्स नहीं देता है. अपर बाउंड बस ये बताता है कि 4 से बड़ा या छोटा एलिमेंट कौन सा है. समझे? सॉर्टेड सेट में प्रगति इंडेक्स मेंटेन नहीं होता, तो इसलिए n माइनस इंडेक्स नहीं कर सकते हो. समझे बात को? समझी? सॉरी प्रसाद. ठीक है, इसलिए थोड़ा सा दिक्कत होती है. ठीक है, अब हम लोग सोचो प्रो बैच वाले बंदे हैं, हाई लेवल चीजें डिस्कस कर रहे हैं और बीच में ये आ जाता है मैसेज पाइथन इज गुड फॉर डीएसए और नॉट. मतलब कोई बिगिनर लोगों ने गलती से लिंक ज्वाइन कर लिया है, कोई बात नहीं. वी विल स्टे फोकस्ड ऑन आवर डिस्कशन. सो या पाइथन इज गुड, बट इफ यू आर इन टायर 1 कॉलेज गिविंग गूगल, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एंड दीज कंपनी होए तो फिर तुमको C++ आना चाहिए. इफ यू वांट एक्सपर्ट और CM रेटिंग ऑन कोड फोर्सेस और लीड कोड पे तुमको 2000 रेटिंग क्रॉस करना है तो C++ आना चाहिए. ठीक है, अगर बहुत ज्यादा धुरंधर नहीं बनना है तो चलता है पाइथन जावा में. ठीक है, अब सुनो मेरी बात. If you're a working professional, then you do in Java or Python only. If you're a college student, तुमको C++ आना चाहिए. Now listen, assuming your aim is high. So guys, now the problem is going to get solved because we are going to store all the LHS in a sorted set. So this is index 1. This is index J. Okay? Okay, sir. I1, I2, I5. I am currently at index J, guys. What will I calculate at index J? Can anyone tell me? I will just calculate the RHS. Now, I will not tell you what is the formula of RHS. आप लोग को अब तक रट चुका होगा, इतना आप लोग कोडिंग आता होगा. When you are standing at index J, ये RHS निकाल देना, O of 1 में निकल जाएगा. LHS का फॉर्मूला क्या था? PO I-1 into A minus PE I-1 into B. Now, guys, if you have reached index J, it means you must have traveled all the elements from 1 to J-1. Everyone react with emojis if you agree that if you are currently at index J, you must have traveled all the elements from 1 to J-1, right? When you were traveling all those elements, तो time pass नहीं कर रहे थे. You have stored LHS 1. What was the LHS for index 1? LHS 1. What was the LHS for index I1? I1 is a random index less than J. LHS I1. What was the LHS of this? LHS I2. What was the LHS of this? LHS I5. When I was traveling from 1 to I5, I stored the LHS of all these indices in a sorted set. All these guys are now in a ha 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 ha. All these LHS on the all the LHS of all the indices from 1 to j minus 1 are in a sorted set. मैं index j पर हूं. I want to know how many good relationships can be formed such that from how many good relationships can be formed from index I to j. Okay, and that can only happen with those elements in the sorted sets whose value is less than equal to RHS. So guys, can anyone tell me what will be my query on this sorted set? I will query count of what? मुझे बस यही जानने की जरूरत है कि इस sorted set के अंदर कितने LHS है which are less than equal to. Guys, please write in the Google chat count of what I will query. एक झटके में क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हो जाएगा. Count of what I will query when I'm at index j in the sorted set which has all the data from 1 to j minus 1. Count of RHS. Done. Problem solved. काउंट ऑफ आरएचएस क्वेरी करोगे झटके में बता देगा कौन कौन से बंदे हैं इधर जो लेस देन इक्वल टू आरएचएस है. लेट्स से टू गाइस आर लेस देन इक्वल टू आरएचएस I1 and I2. It means we can form a valid subarray only from I2 to j and I1 to j because LHS I1 and LHS I2 were less than equal to RHS. You have to see things long term. Okay, that's it. Now guys, once you know how many valid subarrays are there such that the subarray ends at index j because j is fixed, right? Now guys, you have to calculate the same thing for once you have calculated for j. Now you are at index j plus 1. Now what will you do? You want to for j plus 1 you will calculate another new RHS again. Okay, new RHS for j plus 1. Now you want to know that from 1 to j how many LHSs are there which are less than equal to the new RHS. So before you go to j plus 1 you need to calculate the LHS of j and put it in the sorted set because now one more element has come. So you will put LHS of j also in this sorted set. Then when you come at j plus 1 आपको पता है कि 1 से लेके j तक का जितना भी डेटा था सॉर्टेड सेट में था. अब मैं चेक कर सकता हूं इसमें से कितने नंबर लेस देन इक्वल टू माय न्यू RHS. दे ऑल विल फॉर्म वैलिड पेयर्स or valid subarrays ending at index j plus 1. If you do this for all the indices, your job is done. You go to sleep. Everybody write clear, brilliant. If all these things are getting clear to you, इसका भयंकर क्वेश्चन था. अब इसका कोड देखते हैं. See, I am not showing you the exact code, but I am showing you how to write the PBDS. Okay, because I taught this 2 days ago on our YouTube channel. So see, this is the code. ध्यान से सुनिए कोड किधर है. ध्यान से देखिए, देखो ये होता है कोड for C++ PBDS. std gnu PBDS like this. Okay. Then guys, this is the insert function. This is the erase function. जो चाहिए नहीं इसको निकाल सकते हो. This is count less than equal to function. Okay sir. तो देखो क्या होता है. You declare PBDS multiset like this. Whenever you want to insert element in PBDS, आप ऐसे insert कर सकते हो. Insert. And whenever you want to calculate anything count less than equal, done. तो गाइस ये 3-4 लाइन में ही कोड लिख लोगे. ये दूसरे क्वेश्चन का कोड है बट आपको समझ आ गया होगा. आपको क्या करना है आपके कोड में आते ही चेक करो. पहले तो करंट वैल्यू RHS निकालो खुद का J का. फिर चेक करो MS काउंट लेस देन इक्वल टू RHS. फिर j plus 1 जाने से पहले क्या करोगे LHS को अंदर डालना है. LHS will be what? LHS will be POI minus 1 into A into minus PEI minus 1 into B. तो उस चीज को इसके अंदर डाल देना. That's it. ताकि j plus 1 के लिए डेटा हो. Clear? Now guys, there is a question which I am not answering in this video. I want you guys to mathematically prove it. While you are doing this algorithm, you never need to check whether y is strictly greater than 0 or not. In the question they said, now make sure y greater than 0. We are counting the valid subarrays, but we don't know whether y greater than 0 or not. क्यों y greater than 0 चेक करने की कभी जिंदगी में जरूरत नहीं पड़ने वाली. Because if you look at the nature of the equation, let's say y becomes 0 somehow. अगर y 0 बन गया मतलब you want x into b less than equal to 0. This will never happen. So this will never be counted as valid pair. ये कब हो सकता है? b is a positive number. This can only happen if x is 0. Means I to j will be counted as a valid subarray if and only if x is 0 and y is 0. दोनों कभी एक साथ 0 हो ही नहीं सकते भाई. Can there be a non-empty subarray which has 0 odd elements and 0 even elements? No sir. So if x is greater than 0 and y is 0, वो automatically count नहीं होगा. क्यों? y 0 था ना और x positive b positive है. Positive into positive less than equal to 0 हो सकता है क्या? No. Guys, react with emojis if you understand what is the mathematical proof of all these things. ये चीजें बच्चों को पता नहीं होती है, वो हवा में घूमते फिरते हैं इसलिए. Clear? So